I just wake up and get money. 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 I got hundreds, 50s, and 20s. I got hundreds, 50s, and 20s. I got hundreds, 50s, and 20s. Bitch, I wake up and get money. I wake up then get money. I sell plates so I ain't hungry. I take flights across the country. Bitch, I'm looking for that funky. We got Zaza in them street bowls. We ain't standing at no light pole. The bitch 360 light pole. Slim gon' handle all my rivalry. With this music, I'm a problem. And ain't no one gon' solve it. You gon' put your page on private. I make money turn to violent. Niggas shout out to my shotters. All my workers move that product. If the devil wears Prada, then my girl must be the hottest. P.O. mad, I'm in the Bahamas. Had to pay him out my pockets. Can't afford no violations. I learned freedom time is priceless. They been saying I'm the nicest, so I'm upping all my prices. Wanna feature from the gang, it's gon' probably cost your mortgage. I just wake up and get money. 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 I got hundreds, 50s, and 20s. I got hundreds, 50s, and 20s. I got hundreds, 50s, and 20s. Bitch, I wake up and get money.
Bitch, I'm finna wake up getting money. I ain't stopping, these hundreds keep stacking up. Stuffing duffel bags in the cyber truck. If she finna slide, then I'm finna nut. And it's no cap, we finna get racks. And if you talk back, then you can get slapped. One night stand, I ain't calling back. 45 tuck, I never lack. You can get smoke like a chimney. Now you sounding like crickets, you Jiminy. And that pussy looking like it's a bumblebee. And you don't need to ask, cause you fucking me. Cause I roll it with 40s and 40s and 40s. And I got them running like cardio. And I just been shining my gold in the front. And I make them bleed like the time of the month.
I just wake up and get money. 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 I got hundreds, 50s, and 20s. I got hundreds, 50s, and 20s. I got hundreds, 50s, and 20s. Bitch, I wake up and get money. I just 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 wake up and get money. I got hundreds, 50s, and 20s. I got hundreds, 50s, and 20s. I got hundreds, 50s, and 20s. Bitch, I wake up and get money.
Yeah. Dogs on this side, dogs over on this side. Kissing me, licking on me. I already know what you need. I bet quickly, don't hesitate with me. I already know what you need. I bet. That's why I'm not with nobody, cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. Hit me through text, don't call me. Still got love for you, mommy. Know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody. Yes, I'm drunk and yes, I'm faded. Most of these things I don't wanna say. I wanna be around while you change. I wanna be around while you're naked. Girl, please come back when you make it. I always want you, but it's dangerous. You got something real, not basic. You wanna get with me, stop. Yes, I'm drunk and yes, I'm faded. Most of these things I don't wanna say. I wanna show you what I'm saying. You want the thing but can't take it. Girl, come back, you know I'll be waiting. I always want you, but it's dangerous. You got something real, not basic. You wanna get with me, stop. Dogs on this side, dogs over on his side.
Say, man, it's TTRLA Radio LA. TTRLA Radio LA, man. I appreciate you guys tapping in each and every Tuesday to my show. Make sure y'all follow me on my YouTube channel. That's TTRLA Radio LA, or you can space it out, TTRLA Radio LA. You can follow, like, subscribe, and share. Every time I go live, you'll get a notification. I do marketing for artists, brands, and businesses. You can contact me on my Instagram page. That's TTRLA Radio. That's TTRLA_Radio LA. Make sure y'all holler at me, man. I got good deals. I do video editing as well. I do photography for any type of events. Just let me know.
Hello, my name is Ahmed. Some of you may be wondering why Ahmed eyebrows is connected and so strong, and why his Ahmed nose so long, and why his Ahmed lips so wide. That is because Ahmed is God. And I've come here to tell you, make a rare appearance, because I got so much money. To make sure y'all tap in to TTRLA, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. East.
Oh, hello. Welcome to TTRLA, the wonderful land of cartoons. Here, we make dreams come true. Anything that you want to do has to be started by you. Today on TTRLA, first episode, we have the Black Elote Man. That's right, the Black Elote Man. For those of my people around the globe looking at this commercial and don't know what an elote is, it's the best goddamn corn you'll ever have in your damn life. I'm going to have my man Black Cornman take it away. Black Cornman, it's on you.
And this is
Elijah and Femi, my helper.
Elijah and his helper Femi. And we're going to learn how to make esquite. Okay, so what do we do first?
We get a cup.
Okay.
Add some lemon.
Okay.
You know, like we feel like the.
TTRLA Radio LA, man. We are broadcasting live via Baltimore, Maryland, and via Los Angeles, California, and Baltimore, Maryland, man. You already know this is the littest podcast in the world, Craig. That's right. I said it, in the world, man. I appreciate you guys tapping in. If it's one or none, if it's few or if it's two, you feel me? I appreciate you guys tapping in with us each and every time on TTRLA, man. If you want to follow my podcast page, you can follow 23 Savage _ Treetop Radio LA, or you can follow my personal page. It's going to be Big Homie Smiles Backup page 41. Tap in with me on those pages. We got a wonderful show today. You already know it don't never go down without me telling everybody I love them. And I just want y'all to just know that I appreciate y'all. Just keep continually tapping in with me, whether you're on YouTube, Spotify, Google, you know what I'm saying? I just want to thank y'all. I've got a new podcast studio, you know what I'm saying? So I'm truly grateful and I'm blessed. Today's topic of the day, what you say, man? Okay. So my co-host pulled up. He outside. Go ahead and let him in. Tell him going to VIP room. All right. So today's topic for today is going to be finding purpose through your pain. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that this was a good topic because a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, we go through things and we don't see a purpose in the type of struggle or the pain that we are enduring. But it's always a purpose through pain. And most of the time, if you're not going through no pain, you're not really understanding your purpose in life. You feel me? So we're going to bring my man Black Cornman to the stage. You feel me? This is the latest Black Elote man in Los Angeles, California. The illest father I know, Black Cornman.
Yeah, you know we are. It's up. It's popping.
Let's go. Let's go. Talk to me nice, my man. They said you pulled up in a Porsche Cayenne with the rap Elote Slim. You doing it BI every time you come through the show.
Actually, this time I pulled up in the little jet ski that turned into a car. You feel me? I done just came off the water. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not ready for this joint, right? You know what I mean?
On their ass.
Yeah, you know. So I'm in the water. I'm on land, bitch. Yeah.
Damn, not yada da da. You feel me? Yeah, gee. So shout out to my man Black Core man pulled up on a jet ski that transformed into the whip. You know, they do a big out LA, you feel me? So that's how we get
Yeah,
it down. So how you doing? How you doing back there, Elijah? Oh, that's all right. That's all right. Hey, big shout out to my young king Elijah back there. You know what I'm saying? Being a good big brother. So today's topic
you know
for
we
the
always multitasking. Look at little
day.
baby. This
They be
shit
like, why are you
nice.
crazy? Why are you looking crazy? So today's topic is finding purpose through your pain. And I thought that this was a very good topic, especially, you know, right now as the world is changing and as we are growing and elevating each and every day. Sometimes, you know, we go through a lot of pain. And I feel like the most people with the most benefit to the world or got the best thing to contribute go through the most pain. And sometimes we don't understand the pain, but we have to understand the purpose through the pain, because when you're going through pain, right? If you're going through like a hard situation or something has occurred in your life, whether you got a breakup, whether you're dealing with financial pain, whether you're dealing with parental pain, you know what I'm saying, job pain, it causes you to reflect and make new life choices, right? So when you're going through like a issue, you know what I'm saying? I put myself in as an example. You know, I went through a breakup, you know what I'm saying? And that was very painful for me because I really still right now still truly love this person, but I got dumped. You know what I'm saying? And that was kind of painful because I felt like, you know, we could probably work it out, but we couldn't. And so I had to honestly like really sit in my pain and really sit in the heartache of losing somebody and try to understand the purpose of that. And the purpose of the breakup was that we was never really meant to go to the next level with each other. It was just a moment in that time frame that we was with each other that we had, you know, we enjoyed what we was doing for each other, and I had a different path to go. I'm going a totally different way than what her life is destined. So I had to go through that. And so I had to right now I'm in the stage of making new life choices. Like, so I'm focused on myself. I'm not really focused on being in a relationship with anybody, but outside of God, you know, I'm going closer to God and for focus on my spirituality and things like that. So that's the new life choice that I'm making for myself in order to get me further on my purpose. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah, it makes sense. You taking your pain, the pain of the breakup that you're still dealing with right now, to make change
Right.
and do something different with your life to go in the right direction. And just, you know, you always be right on time with the topic. But with the topic itself, all right, wait, hold on. With the topic itself, it shows, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do something better with this pain because just soaking in it is not going to change nothing. Me trying to act like it's not painful is not going to change nothing. Like, I need to realize, look, this shit hurt. Now, what I'm going to do with the hurt?
Right. What I'm gonna do? Am I gonna transform that hurt into a purpose, or I'm just gonna be depressed and let that pain make a purpose for me? Because when the pain make a purpose for you, that means it's not good. That means it's telling you to do crazy shit. You know, your mind not focused. It's telling you not to work on shit. It's telling you just to stay complacent. But when you find a purpose in the pain, you're taking advantage of that pain, and you're just transforming it into like a bigger bubble of success. You feel me? And so, too, when you're going through the pain, when you're trying to find your purpose through the pain, it makes you deepen your compassion and empathy for others. So when you're a person that has dealt with a lot of struggle in life, or you've dealt with a lot of pain, it ultimately makes you more empathetic to others and how they view themselves in that situation, and how, you know, you can like help them based on your experiences. Like if I have a friend and they are going through a breakup, I can tell them now, like, look, that breakup, it was for a reason. You don't have to sit and be mad or be angry about it. You just have to learn how to deal with the pain and try to move forward, because if you don't, then it's going to take hold of your mind, and you don't want that to happen.
Yeah, the pain is definitely a power if you use it correctly. It's like, okay, I'm gonna take this hurt and I'm gonna use it, because somebody that ain't been in pain don't care. They, like you said, complacent. They happy where they at. They staying right there. They not in no pain. They not going through no struggle. They don't think shit need to change. But when you feel that pain, it's like, okay, I should have been, like you said, we should have never really been in this relationship. I should have been focused on myself before I got in this relationship. And that's what I'm gonna do now. Now I'm gonna take this pain and take this opportunity to get right.
Right. Because a lot of times, because we was talking about it yesterday, because a lot of times when you're not really healed, you know what I'm saying, you attract unhealed people, right? And so when you haven't fully developed self and you don't really have an understanding of who you are, and you're not fully healed from past experiences, whether it's childhood experiences, whether it was the lack of experience, love experiences, if you haven't healed that inside of you, you're ultimately going to attract all type of unhealed, broken people. And then y'all start to formulate trauma bonds, you know what I'm saying, based on the traumas that y'all been through, or based on the pain that y'all been through. You know what I'm saying? You don't
and
really
then
have
y'all really just hurt each other more in a different way now. It's like, okay, we connect because of our pain, but now we causing each other a different type of pain. And it's like, no, it's not no better. That is not no better than the pain you was already dealing with. Like we were saying in the last one, you need to build your motherfucking table first.
You need to build your table first, B. You need to have your table already established. How you going to invite somebody to your table and your table not even fully built? And you don't even got your chair to sit at the table. If I ain't got my table or my chair, I can't be inviting nobody to come parlay with me, because we can't do nothing. We're going to be looking at each other.
I can't invite you to dinner. We ain't got nowhere to eat. We finna eat on the floor. Now we both eating on the floor. It's fucking dirt on this motherfucker. And we trying to figure out why we got coughs. We sick. Man, we eating on the floor.
We eating on the floor. What are we doing? What is really good? What's really happening here? You feel me? We have to be focused. We have to be focused on building ourselves first. Before, especially when you have other people involved, like for you, you got kids involved. So you have to make sure that your mind and your kids are in order. You know what I'm saying? Before you can invite other people to the table, because people can infiltrate. They can infiltrate your life and just totally flip that motherfucker upside down. You know what I'm saying? Like you really flipped upside down.
I could be thinking I'm going in one direction. I'm like, all right, this person's gonna hop on and ride with me, but the real thing, they got a whole different direction in mind. Now we both fucked, because we can't go two separate ways in one car.
Now we both fuck. We can't go like that. We can't go we can't do two separate ways in one car. We gotta go the way the car going. The fuck?
Yeah, exactly. And if we both trying to go two separate ways, they yanking the wheel, I'm trying to drive. Now we just whoop whoop. We ain't on nobody's side. We wobbling the side. Shit don't work. It do not work like that.
It don't work. So you have to try to find purpose through that pain. And then the way you do that is by establishing self-love and making sure that you establish yourself well. Another way that you can find purpose through your pain is that pain awakens the gratitude and appreciation for what you have, right? So when I got dumped, because I gotta say that, because I have to be able to hear that I got dumped. So when I got dumped,
you gotta tell it to yourself so you can get it, to eat that cake. You know what I'm saying? Look, eat that shit. I feel you. I feel you.
I got dumped. I ain't never been dumped in my motherfucking life. 35 years. I've been dumping these bitches. I ain't never been dumped. But you know what I'm saying? But I got dumped. And so it made me actually appreciate my singleness. You know what I'm saying? Like I truly appreciate being single. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't really focused on like really loving myself. Like in my last relationship, I was telling my ex-partner that I'ma love you more than I love myself. What type of bullshit?
That's a mistake. You're absolutely right. That's a mistake. I had some follow relationship, but it's always been me first. Like it's me first. I love me, and you gonna love me because I love me. And if you don't, bitch, it's okay because I still love you.
Right, right. Like I was tripping. I was tripping real good, but I understood that. But when I was able to, when I after the breakup or I gotta say dump. After I got dumped, I was able to really understand why I was saying that I'm gonna love that person more than I love myself, because I didn't really love me fully. You know what I'm saying? And I felt that the love that I lacked within myself, I could actually give more of that to someone else, and they could appreciate it and then reciprocate it back to me. But that's backwards. That's ass backwards. I was working ass backwards. That don't work.
And I think
I
one of the
can't.
main reasons it happens like that.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think one of the main reasons it happens like that is because we haven't realized who we are yet. Like, you still need to take the time to figure out exactly who I am so I can love myself. I'm willing to love this person because who they showing me is who I think okay, I see who you showing me. This is somebody I can love. It's like, first I need to see who I am so I can love myself, and then I can show you something like, okay, this is who I am. Now you either go love me or you not, but I'm gonna love me already. I know who I am.
Exactly. See, I'm still learning who Sabrina is. You know what I'm saying? And
And that's
so,
the process.
and that's a process, you know what I'm saying? And I thought actually, because I've been married before, you know what I'm saying? And so I've gotten divorced. So I actually thought that prior to me coming to LA, I was trying to give time to myself. So when I went to LA and I was still, like single, I thought I had established who I was because I wasn't talking to nobody after my divorce for like 3-4 years, 5 years, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like by me being by myself for that long, I had an understanding of who I was, but I didn't. I was still broken from a divorce, a failed marriage, you know what I'm saying? Then I had to, because of that failed marriage, I ultimately had to go to Los Angeles, but it was a good thing because I was pursuing my career in podcasting, but I wasn't really had time to like really heal and focus on who I was. And then I got into a friendship that ultimately turned into a relationship that moved me back home, which was something that I did not want to do, but because I wasn't really fully knowing who I was, I did it out of the love that I thought I had for this person. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense.
It makes sense, but that's the main thing right there that we gotta also realize, that sometimes people think just because I'm single, I'm finding out who I am, I'm loving myself. No, you got to be actively loving yourself and finding out who you are. You can do it while being in a relationship. It's just harder. So when you think that you're not doing it, it's not just gonna happen for you. You know what I mean? It's not gonna fall like, oh, who I am, not just gonna fall in your lap. Because if it was, you would have already know. You know, we all be born knowing who we are and shit. Nah, you gotta figure that out. Who am I? Who do I want to be? Who have I been? And who am I gonna be? Type of thing. Like, okay, yeah, this is what I went through. I may have been this person because I went through this bullshit to make me this person, but that's not who I want to be. So that's not who I really am. I need to connect to myself. And if you're not putting in the work to figure that out, which is hard work, like it's not easy
It's
shit.
hard, bro.
It's hard
It's
work.
trying to find out who you are, because really you have to really, it's like doing shadow work, right? You have to really take the real negative parts of who you are, and you have to really understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a part of who you are. Like, for me, like right now, I know that I'm a petty bitch. I can be a petty ass bitch. I can be a mean ass bitch. I can be mean as fuck. Like straight fuck nigga mean. That's a part of who I
It's
am.
part of who you are.
But it's only if I am provoked to be that way. So it's not like I'm a natural mean
and
person.
that's what you got to realize. It doesn't define who you are. It's just a part of who you are. This is a painting right here. So just because I got one corner of it painted red, nah, it's a multicolored painting. So I got a little bit of this. I got a little bit of that. This is what's going to trigger me to do that. This is what's going to trigger me to do this. I'm working on it. Like, I'm not always trying to be triggered just because somebody else do. I'm going to react to it. But I do realize at this point in my life, I am going to react to it that way.
Exactly, because I'm naturally a loving person. You know what I'm saying? I'm a naturally nice, loving person, but provoked, I can be evil, and I'm okay with that right now. In this stage of my life, I'm okay with that. Not saying that that's something that'll be beneficial to me all the time, but if I know that that's a part of me, then I can take steps to like calm it down. Like today, for example,
Yeah,
like
knowing the
today
problem is
I
the first step to fixing the problem. That right there, you gotta know the problem to fix it. So I know it.
right,
I'm choosing not to, and I be saying it all the time because it be like that with me and my mom. Like our relationship is not the best, but I know it's not the best. I know eventually at some point I need to work on it, but right now it's just not a priority. I'm sorry, but it's not. It's not a priority to my life. It don't affect what I got going on and what I need to do. And when it
right,
does, and when I need to deal with it, I'm gonna deal. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna deal with it at
right.
that time. But
And that's it. And that's
like
you. You recognize that.
for now, I'm
Yeah.
okay with it. Not
Right.
so much that it's acceptable, but I'm okay with it. I'm dealing in it.
Right.
Like, all right, this is what it is for right now. Eventually, I am gonna have to find a way to fix it and change it. But for now, this is what it is, and I'm just gonna avoid that.
Right, right. Like for me today, right? Like so I'm in a leasing. And so I made a mistake today on something and it kind of was eating at me because I had my PM, kind of get on me and tell me like, look, if you keep fucking up, we gonna take your leases and give it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And so today I was like, towards the end of the day, I was like really in my feelings and I was beating myself up. So I recognized my attitude, right? And so I had to actually remove myself for the last 30 minutes of work so I could get my mind right because I realized that when I'm in a mood, especially when I'm being hard on myself and I'm in a mood, the energy, because I have a powerful energy, it'll shift the room. So if my
It's gonna
energy
affect
is not
everybody
right,
else in that much. Yes, I be saying
everybody
that
in this
shit.
bitch
Like,
is
look,
mad. If
how
I'm
I'm
mad,
feeling, you gonna feel it. Look, I ain't even got to say nothing, but if I'm feeling that way, it's contagious. But it's also overpowering. So if I'm happy, you gonna be happy. But man, if I ain't happy, ain't nobody gonna smile in this bitch.
ain't nobody smiling in this bitch if I'm mad. I'm telling you. So that's what I'm recognizing about myself, because when you can recognize that's somebody that's a powerful person when they actually can recognize their power. So if you
That's
know
the
that you
first
can
step.
shift the room, you know what I'm saying? Like I felt good about that because I took a step back and I was like, oh, like this pain it's really going to create something that I don't need it to create. So let me go ahead and create a purpose for this pain that I'm feeling and remove myself. And so I came back and so my mind was right. And so now I'm refocused. I know my PM tomorrow, she gonna tear my ass. She gonna tear in my ass. I already know it, but I'm ready. So I'm already preparing. So when you can prepare for something that before it happens, you don't have to be too upset because you already know how it's gonna go down, So you're creating a
Exactly.
purpose to that bullshit.
Yeah, you in more control of the situation. Like, all right, I'm not letting how I feel or how I usually react control it. I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna make a decision. Like, this is how I'm gonna deal with this specifically, and go forward from there. And that's all. Like you
Right.
said, that's the best right there. I'm not reacting to something. I'm the action now. I get to decide how something's gonna go now because I'm looking at it and deciding, okay, I know this what's gonna happen from what I did, and this is how I'm gonna react to it.
Right, exactly. So I'm creating the power for myself. I'm not allowing my situation to create the power for me because a lot of times people have that happen. Like if somebody doing illegal activities, right? They'll take them going to jail, and that jail won't even have a purpose afterwards. You know what I'm saying, right? People would just be like, "Damn, I'm in," take that experience and not develop a purpose from that, or not just saying illegal activity, but just in general. Like if you you messed up or something happened to you and you just not creating a purpose out of that,
Yeah,
it
you're
just
not accepting it. That jail one is the perfect explanation right there because motherfuckers know this shit illegal. It may not be right to be illegal. It may be wrong that they have it as illegal, but you know it's illegal. If you get caught doing this, you know your ass going to jail. So why you gonna fucking act like you don't know, or you gonna act like you surprised at the reaction to it? Like, oh man, I ain't know. Oh, that's my cousin right there that just tapped in. Okay. What
oh,
you
this the
did there?
Mama AI. I'm following her on Instagram. What's up, Mama AI?
Yeah.
Kozo, what it do, Kozo? Hey, but yeah, though that's true. You know what I'm saying? And so another way, so I got like 5 points, but it's more. But I have wrote 5 of them down. But so another way you can find purpose through your pain is that you move to act and confront injustice, right? So when you are a person that has been through a lot of struggle and been through a lot of strife and a lot of pain, you ultimately know how to confront the when somebody is doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? And you know how to do it in a way that is positive, in a way that can have a good benefit for both parties. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like when black people have police brutality situations, right? That is a painful situation to have to look at police brutalizing your people. But through that pain comes a purpose, because then you try to find solutions through the injustice that you see from police, and you try to help your community have better outlets, as opposed to saying fuck the police. Maybe we should be telling our people, look, don't be doing illegal activities, or when the police talking to you, don't try to run or fight them. You know what I'm saying? Listen to them, throw your hands up. You know what I'm saying? Give them what they need. You don't have to be confrontation. So I think a lot of times when situations happen, and just I'm digressing, but just with police, we create the trouble for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a good listener. Follow rules. We don't like following rules in the black community. That's
No,
the problem
definitely.
with
But
us.
I'm in between on that one. I want to say like, yeah and no. So yeah, some of the rules may be BS, but it's like we know how they gonna react. So I know how you gonna act to seeing me. I'm just walking down the street as a black man. I know what you gonna do. I know how you gonna act because you a cop. I
Right.
gotta I gotta take it into consideration and be like, okay, I'm gonna make sure I'm doing some shit to avoid your bullshit. I know you
Right.
gonna be bullshitting. What you got going on, I know is BS. I'm gonna try to avoid that, even though I think I shouldn't have to, which a lot of the times is our problem. It's like, okay, I feel like I'm right, so why I gotta deal with this?
Right. That's true too. That's true too. It's like, damn, I ain't even in the wrong. So I'm not even about to deal with you questioning me, asking me where I'm going and what's my ID.
Exactly.
That's the
Which they
truth. That's
should,
the truth
which they
too.
shouldn't. It's in a perfect world they wouldn't mess with us, but we know
Right.
they gonna mess with us. So we gotta, okay, I'm gonna maneuver around your BS so I can still get to where I need to get to, because I need to get somewhere, and jail is not it.
Right. And jail ain't it. So I need to find purpose through minding my
Yeah.
fact.
Oh,
And
go,
so
go, go.
another way that you can find purpose through your pain is that it inspires you to seek out healthier habits and relationships. So by me going through, just like even with job situations, before I was able to find my career right now, I was getting fired a lot from jobs. You know what I'm saying? And that was creating a lot of pain in my life. So I had to find a purpose, right? So the purpose, I had to find out better habits to dealing with hostile coworkers, hostile management situations. I had to figure out how I can deal a coping mechanism that I can deal with to help me progress at my jobs that I be at. So right now I'm in my career, and I've developed good coping skills in order for me to be successful. Number one, I know that if I'm feeling frustrated with a coworker or something like that, I'm going to approach them and I'm going to have a conversation with them. Because before, my young mindset, you know what I'm saying? My young mindset be like, man, fuck everybody. Yeah, I'm not talking to you. We both gonna have attitudes. You got an attitude, bitch. I got an even bigger attitude, but that's not professional. And I'm in a career, and I need my money and I need my job. So I had to develop better habits in order to help me be great at my job. I don't know, Black Corn Man, my man, Wi-Fi, he about to connect back to the Wi-Fi. But when he tap back in, he gonna tap back in. But yeah, great ways to grow your mindset. Absolutely, Mama AI it's a great way to grow your mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta. Oh, he done tapped out. He done tapped out. But you gotta have you ultimately, when you are developing better habits or more positive habits, I say that when you are developing more positive habits, you have to be able to hold yourself accountable, right? So back in the day, before I started maturing and before I started like seeing myself for me, I wasn't really developing good habits at work. And it was causing a lot of pain. I was getting fired a lot. I never had, my income wasn't consistent. So now that I'm in a career that I love and I'm in an environment that is positive and I enjoy my team and I enjoy my coworkers, I'm able to develop better coping mechanisms for when things go south, because everything is not going to be peachy and cream. When even if you love your career or you love what you do, everything is not all, even as an entrepreneur too, everything is not always going to go the best. So you have to be able to develop mature habits that will be beneficial for your progress, even in relationships, right? So but even though I got dumped, I keep saying I got dumped. Even though I got dumped, you know what I'm saying? I know that I'm a good person, right? But I have habits that were not so good. So in order for me to be beneficial for someone else, I have to be beneficial to myself. So I have to develop a relationship that's beneficial to me. I have to develop myself relationship. Me and myself, we gotta have a great relationship. We gotta be in sync. So if me and myself is in sync, and then I say I want to give my time to someone else, they're not going to disrupt what me and me got, because nobody's going to disrupt what me and me got, because we solid. And if somebody want to deal with me, they gonna know what it is off Jump Street. So that's things that I'm developing right now. Like it was this guy named Rick Joyner. He's a public speaker, right? He's a public speaker, he an author, and he evangelist. And he said, this is his quote, he said, if our life is always easy, it is because we are called to do a lesser purpose. And that shit was like a soul tapper for me. If your life is always easy, that means that your purpose in life is not really purposeful. Is that you it's not that you don't have a purpose, it's just a lesser purpose, because you got an easy life. What can you help? How can you help somebody through something if you ain't been going through nothing? You know what I mean? You can only just right. Lessons come from my worst pain. Fact, you can only just, try to give advice. But if you're somebody who's like been through the struggle, you know what I'm saying? You've been broke, you've been homeless like me. I've been homeless before. You know what I'm saying? A couple times. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've been homeless a couple times. I've been broke a lot of times, nigga. Like for the majority of my life, been broke. For about a 5-year span, I wasn't really broke because I was getting to it. But for the most part, I ain't really have it like that. I don't come from wealth. You know what I'm saying? I come from a working class family. And at first it was, well, until we got grown, it was paycheck to paycheck. My parents is living paycheck to paycheck and shit. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like I didn't come from no money. So I actually had to develop better habits. You know what I'm saying? And so when you are just dealing with being a good person, you have to make sure that you know who you are, basically. And what I was saying was about the purpose. Oh, Black Horman, before you got off, I was reading this quote by this evangelist. His name is Rick Joyner, this white cat. He an author too. And he was like, if our life is always easy, it's because you were called to a lesser purpose. And basically he was saying like that there's a correlative nexus between pain and purpose, and your purpose is hidden in your pain. Until you see your purpose in your pain will remain painful, right? So if you are not trying to understand why I went through this pain, you're never going to have a purpose, because you're not developing, you're not trying to understand why you went through that pain and how I can be better from this pain. How can I help somebody else? How can I help myself be better through this pain?
I like that. And I love it. I like the way he said that if your life is easy, you pretty much got no purpose. Like, you've been brought here for nothing. Your shit easy. You just gonna live to your easy shit and go. But the pain shows you got a real purpose. You could be here to, like you said, help somebody else, help somebody more than yourself.
Right. You gotta help somebody more than yourself. You gotta really like, you really got to like put yourself where you was at before you was able to develop and grow. You know what I'm saying? You have to really be beneficial. It was like, and the question I got is that, did you ever stop to wonder why you experienced the pain? Like when you went through pain, Black Hole Man, did you ever stop to think about like, damn, why I go through this?
I think that's the only reason why, I was able to come through to change. It's like, all right, I realized like I went through this shit because I wasn't where the fuck I was supposed to be. Like my biggest pain was some shit I had to deal with my parents, but my biggest pain was the shit. Like I always say, me going to jail. Me having to be
Right.
in jail multiple times. I always be in jail. That shit wasn't no fun, and I couldn't figure out what it was. I'm like, I'm getting money. I'm trying to change shit through getting money illegally. That shit just was not for me. And that was I swear to God, I love it because that was the lesson right there for me. This shit ain't for me. As much as I may like it, as much as I may even be good at the shit, this is not my path. This is not my purpose at all. And that was the lesson I needed to learn. That's why it kept happening the way it kept happening. Because I wasn't listening to it. I wasn't thinking, why am I going through this shit? I'm just like, fuck the police, fuck the bullshit. And it's still fuck the police. But you know what I'm saying? Some
Right.
shit ain't for everybody. Like everybody's path is not down that way. And so that
Yeah.
path was not for me. I was not meant to be that. I wasn't meant to be in the bullshit like that. And so I had to
Right.
get the fuck out of it. And as soon as I got out of it, I stopped feeling that specific pain. I wasn't feeling that pain. Man, I ain't had to deal with the cops in a minute. And that was the quick lesson right there for me. Man, I used to go to jail back to back. I'm in jail, different states. But now I ain't seeing them at all. I'm not even getting stopped no more. Because that guy's fucking me.
Nigga changed the whole scenario up on him. You know what I'm saying? Because if you doing right, you don't gotta worry about somebody telling you doing wrong. You feel me? And so if you do things right the first time, so that's what I'm learning too in my career. If you do things right the first time, you do not have to worry about somebody coming and double backing on you saying, "Hey, you fucked up." You know what I'm saying? And then when somebody do that, you all in your feelings. So that's another thing that I'm working on, that I've worked on, that I know that I see the growth. That if somebody say I fucked up, I don't really internalize it. I try to create a solution.
That's not a personal attack. They're not attacking you personally. They try to inform you, like, look, keep this out. And it's really the universe of God, however you want to put it, trying to show you, look, this shit ain't what the fuck you think you doing. Not even about really like right and wrong. That's what I really, because some laws is illegal, but they're not wrong. You feel me? So it's not about right and wrong. It's about what's supposed to be right for you. This shit ain't for you. This ain't for you. There's something else for you. Like you said, there's another purpose for you that you should be on. And then you need to figure out what that is. And so that's the whole point about taking the time to figure out who you are, where you want to go, and what you should actually be doing with your life.
Right, exactly. Because if everything works for your good, then you must understand that pain does as well. Like, as painful as that may be, pain is a benefit, is a good thing. Pain, like my guest that was Aurora. She came on yesterday. She was like this Irish playwright. I think his name was Macbeth or something like that. He was mentioning something about failing and failing good. You know what I'm saying? And failing better. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're gonna fail, at least fail better than you did when you failed. Because when you first failed,
I
you didn't
learned
really
from
have
that
no
last
purpose.
shit. Now I'm feeling different. Like that last one was some bullshit. This may be some different bullshit, but it's getting better and it's gonna stop being bullshit. I'm gonna get right.
Exactly. I'm gonna make that shit right. You know what I'm saying? So if you can learn how to master, the pain and understand that pain is something that you actually have to go through. Like, you got to go through the bullshit. Honestly, in life, you just got to go through this bullshit because it has to teach you something. Like, I'm learning each and every day. I learn something different about myself and my journey and my path, and I see what God is doing for my life and how He's trying to, or the universe. You know what I'm saying? Whatever people relate to, and how it's trying to help me become a better woman and a better person for myself and for society. So I'm recognizing that, number one, I'm a leader. And when you can recognize that you are a person that is a leader, you have to start walking and talking and being in such like a leader. And so I know
Yes.
You feel me? And because people always this manager when I sold cars. He was like, Kato, people always watching you, and that's the truth. People are always watching you. So if you're somebody that is a natural born leader, people are always gonna be watching what you do and how you move. And so you have to be cognizant of what you say and what you're doing and the things that you're putting out in the world, because people ultimately gonna be like, they see that as your character. So if I'm at work and I'm not moving like a professional and I'm always making careless mistakes, they're gonna be like, damn, I thought she was a leader. Nah, she just a fuck up. We gotta let her go.
Exactly. They're gonna have the whole wrong idea of who you are and what you are, and it's like, nah. And that's why I swear the most important shit is working on knowing who you are yourself and working on your, like, all right, I fucked up on this, but I'm learning from it. Like, we be going through a lot of shit and just thinking, okay, I'm going through this shit for a purpose without thinking about what that purpose is. You're not putting in the effort to say, what is the purpose? Like, yeah, I may need to go through this struggle now, but it's so that I don't gotta go through it later on.
Right, exactly. And so that's I'm glad you said that's true. So I gotta go because leasing, like, right, sales is sales, but leasing is a different animal. So, but this is like my 4th month in the game. So I have to go through these hiccups, these bullshit. So by the time when I'm at like the 6-month mark to the year mark, I'm gonna be solid. I'm not gonna be making
They not asking no questions. They know what's up. My shit right. They ain't even looking on. It's a mistake going on. They ain't looking at me because they know. Oh, she done already learned that shit. She getting it right. Fuck no, it wasn't her.
Right, and I'm failing different, and I'm failing better each time. It's not the same mistake as a different.
And sometimes it do gotta be like that. Look, I'm making a lot of mistakes, but each one is different, and I'm learning from all of them. It's the learning that's the most important part. I gotta take something from this mistake, because if not, I'm gonna make this same motherfucking mistake again.
Right. You're gonna make that and you're gonna keep double backing on that mistake, and that's not good. Like if you're a person, like if you know this type of person is not good for me in a relationship, if you haven't learned that and you gonna keep attracting the same type of bullshit and you're gonna keep getting yourself into fucked up situations because you haven't learned that this person is that type of person for me. You know what I'm saying? Like although I still am still like, for real, I know I'm fucked up for keep saying this, but I'm still in love with my ex-partner, but I understand that.
I want to say it's attachment. That's what I want to tell you. I don't want to rain on your parade, but it really is attachment, because love is gonna be with the right person. You know, love is with the person that's bringing the right chairs to your table. You know, so it's attachment. We all get attached though. We all get attached though. But it's about realizing, look, this shit, like you keep saying, the breakup was the lesson that this shit was not for me. This was not the type of person I need to be with. This is not the one. So now I need to focus on what I got to get, what I needed to learn out of that for lesson, and who I'm going to be looking for in the future. And I like how you said you focusing on yourself, because that's knowing who you are is going to help you decide who you need to be with. And that'd be our problem. We like, I want to get with somebody and then try to grow with that person, which is fine. But y'all both need to be individuals that know who you are to be able to grow together. I
and
can't
be able to accept who you are too, and be able to accept, because a lot of people not accepting who they are. You know what I'm saying? People
and if you don't accept who you are, your partner cannot accept who you are neither. Because then you're going to be like, I don't know who I am, so if they want me to change this way, I'm going to try to change this way. Nah, motherfucker, that shit don't work that way. You are who you are right now. You may be working on change or something like that, but that person is not going to be the guide to your change. You got to change on your own, fix your shit on your own, and then come to the relationship like, all right, I got my shit. This is my table right here. Let's build, what kind of chair you bring into my table? Do your chairs match my table? That's what we was talking about last time, and I swear I love that. I love that quote, man. I build my table first, and then when you come to sit at my table, do the chairs you got match my motherfucking table? Because if not, we cannot do this shit.
You gotta roll out. You
It's
gotta
not
roll out.
working. It's not gonna work.
Because I got a steel table over here, and my chair is steel. You can't be coming with no wooden wick table. Table with
definitely
chair,
can't bring no wicker. I got a metal table. My table is metal. This is a solid metal table. You can't bring no wood over here. It don't go. It do not work.
It don't work. And a lot of times when when people go through pain in life, right? Not everybody discovers their purpose in their pain, right? So some people never discover. They just in life.
Going through it. They just keep going through it. And that's the point. Like you said, you gotta ask that question, what is the purpose? Because if you're not
Right,
questioning, you thinking, all right, I made it through that pain. Now I'm ready to move on in life. It's like, no, you're gonna keep repeating that same exact pain if you
right.
ain't learned from it. If you ain't learned shit, you gonna keep
You gonna
repeating
keep
that shit.
repeating that
I'm
bitch.
telling you, I used to go to jail back to back to
Yeah.
back, the same shit. The same shit. When I tell you the same shit, I mean the same exact shit. I'm in a different state in the same jail talking to the same type motherfuckers. Like, why am I here?
Why the fuck do I keep fucking up and get backtracking? What the fuck?
And that's what it takes. It took me realizing, why am I here? Why am I going through this shit? Like, fuck, everybody ain't going through it like this. It's motherfuckers that do illegal shit they whole life don't never see a cell. That may be they motherfucking purpose. They on the right path. Whatever they got going on, that's for their life. For me,
Right.
that shit was not it. And the universe, the world was trying to tell me that shit repeatedly. It was telling me, this shit ain't for you. This shit ain't for you. This shit ain't for you. And I'm just
Right.
standing there like, nah, motherfucker, I'm this shit for me. I'm doing it.
Man,
Nah.
but,
Hell
but,
nah.
but the universe will tell you, man. The universe will tell
Man,
you, bro.
it's telling me, and I got my ears covered and I'm closing my eyes like, nah, I ain't listening to you, motherfucker. Who is you?
Right. The universe will tell you, be like, I even, sometimes I'm gonna tell you this. I ain't never told nobody this before. But when I be getting a relationship, right, I pray to God. I be like, God, please, if this not the right relationship, let me know. And why every time some bullshit happens?
You
And I
be
be like,
thinking it's
nah,
you.
nah,
You be
I don't
like,
mean it
I
like
still
that.
need
I
to
don't
be
mean
in
it
this
like
shit.
that.
Let's help me fix it. You be asking them to fix it after you ask them to tell you this shit the wrong one. Like, hold on, keep me in this. Like, nah, he didn't. You asked him if it's right, if it's wrong. Let me know. He said this shit ain't for you. And you like, nah, come on, let's make it happen. Let's make
Come
it
on,
work.
let's make it work. I love it.
You trying to bargain with him with your life, and he like, nah, this shit ain't for you.
On me. This for real. Like you really gotta understand. Like if it's not, if you seeing the shit, you have to recognize it. Like, because like sometimes the first you when you going through pain is inevitable, right? You gonna go through pain. But the suffering is optional, right? So that's what people don't understand, right? People be like, oh, I'm in the pain, I'm in
The
pain, I gotta
suffering is
suffer.
optional. I
I
like
gotta
that. The
suffer. No,
pain
you don't
is,
gotta suffer.
yeah,
You don't gotta
yeah.
suffer.
Yes, you
Suffering is
gonna scrape
optional.
your knee. Yes, you gonna scrape your knee. But if you decide to let that motherfucker just fester and get infected, that's on you.
Because
That
the first
suffering
has
is
to deal with
optional.
you. The pain first deals with you. And then the second it deals with somebody else, right? But the suffering is optional. So when for me in the last relationship, yeah, the pain I dealt with started with me because I wasn't even supposed to be in nobody's relationship. I was supposed to be focused on myself. Okay. Then the other person caused me pain. Okay, boom. She caused me pain. Okay. But to suffer from that pain, nah, that's optional. I'm not about to suffer. I'm about to get my shit together. I'm about to focus on my life. I'm about to develop me. I'm about to be the best motherfucking versions of myself so that if ultimately when you're a good person, people double back, right? Because life is a struggle.
Yeah.
People going to double back. They're gonna be like, "Oh, I know you hate me. I'm sorry about the shit I did." Okay, cool. But I'm in another stratosphere.
Yeah,
You
if
don't
you
even
and that's
go
the
get
one shit
it.
we be missing. When you really get healed, you got your shit together. You're not even worried about that shit no more. It don't even phase you.
Exactly.
What they got going, it's like, look, we not together no more. I wish you the best. Go on and live your life. Like,
Fly,
don't come,
baby. Go ahead and
don't
fly.
come back over here with that shit. You good where you
Ain't
at?
no
You
double
good over
backing.
there? Yeah,
No,
you
no
good over
double back
there.
gang over here. We no double backing over here.
Yeah.
We're not double backing. But sometimes, right, people can get caught up in wallowing in the pain, right, for the rest of your life. Some people actually take that pain and they just suffer forever. You know what I'm saying? They take the fucked up situation. Somebody said they be trying. I don't go backwards. Yeah, don't go backwards. You never. We the no double back gang. Because once a snake bites you, And you think, oh shit, they bit me one time, but maybe if I feed them, or maybe if I pet them a certain way, they go bite me. A snake gonna always be a snake. So if you get
Oh
bit one
God.
time, you
Oh
gonna know you
God.
gonna get bit
Oh
again, nigga.
God. If they
You gonna
bit
get
you
bit
one
again.
time, yeah, that's who
You
they are. And that's what we gotta realize. And the more you know who you are, the easier it is to realize that's who you are. That's who they
right.
are. That's you a snake, like you said. You a snake. You didn't
Yeah,
bite me on accident. You bit me because that's your nature. That's
that's
what's
your
in you.
nature.
You
And
can't even
that's who
help
you
it.
are.
And I'm not gonna be mad about you being who you are. That's what we gotta. I'm not mad. You know what? I'm letting go. You all right? Go on and slither in somebody else's backyard because it's not happening in mine.
It's not happening. I'm done. I cut my grass real low now, so I can
Yeah,
see a snake.
I'm
I
putting
have to
sand out there,
discern it.
motherfucker.
I
I'm building a
discern that
beach,
shit.
bitch. Don't nah. We don't have snakes at the beach. I'm building a beach, bitch. Nah.
We don't got snakes at the beach. We ain't doing that. And I'm not about to be wallowing in my pain for the rest of my life about why I cannot stop being attached to somebody who discarded you. So when somebody discards you, you know, you gotta unattach yourself. It's hard sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if people out there is like she tripping. Why she keeps it? But for
No,
real,
that's
like
you
when you
absolutely
really
right. But that's how you know it's attachment. Because if it wasn't, if it was what it should have been, which is love, it's like okay, we working on trying to make something happen. You know what I mean? Like
right,
no matter what
right,
the situation is, we trying to fix it. We're not trying to get out of it. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna walk away from this. It's like, no, how we gonna fix it? Like, we
right,
together forever. How we gonna fix this shit? Like, at no
right,
point am I
right.
telling my son, oh, you ain't do your homework. Oh, that's out. Get out. You out the house. Nah, we finna figure out your shit. We getting your shit right. What you
Because
mean?
that's love, right?
You
Oh, I
know
like
what
when
I'm
you
saying? We finna
said
get
that.
your shit
Because if it's
right.
real love, you're gonna try to fix that shit. You're gonna really try to make it work. Like unless it's something like detrimental, you know, unless a motherfucker like really cheating or physically abusing you, you know what I'm saying? But
The physical abuse is the one for me. Can't, I don't understand how people stay with the physical abuse. I could never. Like, what?
yeah,
Come on,
the
man.
physical, but really mental abuse. I was really being mentally abused in my last relationship, and I didn't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? Because the
Yeah,
person was a
attachment is a
narcissist.
motherfucker.
The person was a narcissist and I ain't even understand the shit. So I was really like being really mentally abused, you know what I'm saying? For real, for
Yeah.
real. You know what I'm saying? If it went when the motherfucker wanted to really put the truth, but sit in the truth for real, you know what I'm saying? But you got really have to you really have to be able to get out of that though. You have to be, you don't want to wallow in your pain. You know what I'm saying? You have to flip it around and actually choose to use that type of pain for good. You know what I'm saying? And you have to ask yourself, what would your choice be? Do I want to just be miserable, mad, and angry, and cold hearted, or do I want to take that situation, develop myself, and still be a person of love? Because I'm love. I can't stop being a loving person because somebody discarded my love that I had, or the
Just
way I
because they
wanted to love
mishandled
them.
you, they ain't know how to treat you or know how to deal with you, don't
Right,
mean that you not who you are. And that's why the most important part of it is knowing who the fuck you are. That's the time we all gotta take to deal with ourselves, not be trying to jump into a relationship and let me grow with this person when I ain't even grown on my own first. I need to know who I am, so when I step into a relationship, this is who I am. Do you know who you are? Okay, now can we work together or can we not?
right.
Do your chairs match my table,
Do
motherfucker?
your
Because my table
chairs
built.
match your table straight up? And this is another one. I'm about to get you with this one, Black Hole Man. Most people miss out on their purpose because they live their lives trying to avoid the pain, or they look for something to protect them from it. Right. So when you a person that's really not trying to sit in your pain, really trying to understand. Look,
Marinate in that
why
motherfucker, huh? You got to sit in that. Let that motherfucker sit overnight. Come on, and
you
I
gotta let that
swear,
joint boo? You gotta sit in your
it
shit.
still be my problem to this day a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I be marinating in it. I didn't tasted it. Okay, I kind of like it. I took it out too early, type shit. But nah, you gotta sit in that shit and be like, all
You
right,
gotta
this
sit
who
in
I
it, bro.
am. This what my situation is. This what I want my future to be. You gotta really know all aspects of it, understand it to the minute detail, and then you could be
Right.
like, okay, now maybe I'm ready to see if somebody else could possibly fit in with this puzzle.
Right, right. You gotta really like for real, you gotta really like try to not avoid it, but you have to really put the pain, you have to really talk to yourself. This is what I grew up, this is the choice that I made in life. This is what ricocheted, this is what transpired to why maybe I got, maybe I'm I was okay, got the chord elote time.
I had to hit y'all with it one time.
Bro, the chords look good as shit though.
Yeah, we got to. I'm making 300 elotes right now, man. You know, I'm
Bro,
rushing.
300 elotes. Let's clap
Yeah.
it up for man. 300 elotes.
You know, I be trying to multitask like a motherfucker. I had the kids all day. We about to
Hell
go get
yeah,
some
you
catering
multitasking
done.
like shit, nigga. Superhero dad.
Come on.
Fact. But you got to really be able to, not try to avoid the pain and not try to look for something to protect you. Because a lot of times people get in relationships to protect themselves from the pain that they've been through.
And
You
that'd
know
be
what
my
I'm saying?
problem. That'd be my issue. I'm looking for somebody like, look, make life easier on me so I don't gotta deal with the pain instead of, you know what? This pain is it's my motherfucking pain. This shit for me.
Yeah, this shit for me. And I got another little quote for you. Pain does not destroy a man, it reveals him to himself.
Yeah, man.
Come
That's that
on.
knowing yourself, man.
Come on.
That
Pain don't destroy you. It makes you it reveal yourself. Like, are you a weak ass motherfucker or you strong as shit? Is the pain that you going through really that bad is breaking you down and you can't get up on your 2 feet, stand on 10 and get shit popping like you supposed to? Or are you just going to just wallow and just be sad and live your life sad and fucking up and you not going to learn nothing from it? Which one is it? You
And that's
know?
exactly what the pain, that's literally the purpose of the pain is to show you, look, yeah, you could be a motherfucker that don't do shit and sit there and just take it. Or you could be the motherfucker that decide, you know what, I'm about to fucking get out this shit and do what I got to fucking do. I'm gonna listen to the pain. It's telling me to go this other path. The one I've been walking ain't for fucking me. I'm gonna walk the right way.
Right, I'm gonna walk the right way because the more pain you go through, the more discoveries you make in the process of resolving it. Like you were saying earlier, you know what I'm saying? Like the more pain you go through, the better the more understanding you have on ways to make it better. Like at my job, I'm gonna keep using myself as an example.
Yeah.
At my current career. So if I know that I'm fucking up with this little shit, like with doing, stuff, I know what I need to do to resolve it. And what I need to do is I need to pay more attention. I need to triple, double, quadruple check. If I have a question before I'm giving my file to my manager, I need to ask them questions. I need to say, hey, look, I need you to help me with this before I give it to you. This is a question I got. This is the solution I got. You have to have a solution. You can't just be expecting pain to resolve itself. You have to have a solution for that. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
With the attachment, am I going to be attached to this person who never wanted me for real? Or am I going to figure out that I need to be attached to Sabrina?
Yeah. Am I gonna decide, look, yeah, it may be painful to fucking be on my own sometimes, but I'm gonna step away and take this pain and learn a lesson from it? Or am I gonna keep bullshitting myself and keep going through the same bullshit with it?
Right. Am I going to go through the same bullshit?
Because jumping into a new relationship is just giving you more bullshit. I had this bullshit in the last relationship. I'm gonna jump into a new one and just have the same bullshit. It's a new person. Ain't shit changed. You're just somebody different.
That motherfucker put on a different face. It's the same motherfucker though.
Same person, and and that'd be the worst part. It'd be like, it, because you'd be like, damn, this shit seemed the exact same as the last shit I was just dealing with. And what it really be is it's you. You are not figuring out who you are, so you accepting the same type of bullshit from somebody else. And that shit do not work. That shit is never gonna work that way.
That shit never work, bruh. That shit never work that way. You gotta figure out who you are, man. And that's how you figure out the purpose through that pain, Joe. That's how you figure it out.
Figuring out who you are is, and that's the main step that we all be fucking missing, is we ain't figuring out who we are, or we think I can figure out who I am with this person, which I'm not saying that you can't. You can figure out who you are with somebody.
Yeah.
But one of y'all gotta know who the fuck you are. Somebody gotta know who they are. Somebody got to know.
We can't both be trying to figure out who we are. Nah. Somebody got to know who the fuck they are and then stand on that. Look, this is where I'm at. You may be trying to figure out who you are, but I know who I am. So I could
Fact.
possibly help you figure who you are out, or I can wait while you trying to figure that out. But I know who I am. If I don't know who I am, we can't both be lost. Like what? We can't
Right.
both not read the map. The map in Spanish. We both can't read Spanish. We trying to get somewhere. That shit don't work. It
We
don't
both like
fucking work.
necesito.
It don't work that way. Somebody got to understand to read the map.
Somebody got to know how to read the Española.
Yeah.
Fact, man. We always have good conversations. You know, that was the end. That's all I got for us for today. That's all I got. But we always on point with these topics, Joe. And I always feel better about what I'm talking about and what I got even going on in my life. And I'm thankful for, having a brother like you and a co-host, because it's like a counseling session. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn.
I gotta thank you. You the one with the podcast. You the one that come up with the topics, be putting me on it. You know what I'm saying? I just come on and talk my shit. That's all.
Fact. This shit like counseling, you know what I'm saying? But it's beneficial. So I hope people who out there, I hope anybody that's out there that's watching, man, make sure y'all share this motherfucking shit with everybody, because somebody needs to understand that there's purpose in your pain. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to just sit and wallow you don't have to make yourself suffer because you've been through some painful shit. Everybody gonna go through painful shit, but you have to find the purpose in that pain and make it beneficial for your life. You could take that pain and transform it into something great. You feel me? You
gotta know that you're going through it for a reason. That's the main one right there. First, you gotta know this shit is for a reason. I'm dealing with this bullshit for a reason. What is that reason? And usually the reason is whatever the bullshit you're dealing with is not where the fuck you need to be. I don't need to be dealing with this shit, and that's why I keep running into a problem with it. Because if this is where I was supposed to go, it'll work smoothly.
Right, fact. If this was for me, it'd be for me. You feel me?
That shit like a light switch in a circuit. You know what I'm saying? If the circuit closed, that motherfucking electricity flowing. If it's not, that shit ain't getting no electricity. Your shit not in the right spot. Your shit is not set up correctly.
You need to go ahead and get to another spot, B.
Yeah, man, that outlet is not the one for you.
That shit not the one for you, man. Hey, get them people your website and what they can do to support your movement. If you in LA, tell them what they can do because you got a little event coming up. So shout out your event that you got going on.
Yeah. If you in the city, if you in LA, September 3rd, it's an event. It's actually the other homegirls, the Plant Plugs podcast premiere. So she dropping her shit. Fuck with her shit. She be selling plants. Real plants, not just weed. You feel me? Plants in the hood. She teaching self-sufficiency to niggas in the hood, females in the hood, kids in the hood. She teaching you how to grow your own vegetables, get on your own shit. So she dropping her podcast September 3rd, and it's actually gonna be free corn at that shit. The corn is free at her shit. She didn't pay the catering already, so the elote free. And it's gonna be vegan elote at that shit. So September 3rd, tap in with her. She got fucking I think she got free tickets for it too. I don't even know. But I think the tickets is free too. You just gotta tap in with her to get a ticket. And so September 3rd, you can get, and it's the first time I'm gonna be doing the vegan elote. We're going, the vegan mayonnaise and butter and cheese and shit.
Oh, you got the vegan everything?
Yes, vegan. We vegan September 3rd. We stepping into a new type of area. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Let's get it. You always developing new shit.
Man, and that shout out to her because she vegan. She like, you ain't got no vegan options. She was gonna get it anyways, but she like, you ain't got no vegan options. I'm like, yeah, it's 2022. I know they got vegan everything somewhere, so we gonna make it happen for you.
We gonna make that shit happen.
That's September 3rd.
Shout out to the vegan plug.
Yeah, shout out to the Plant Plug.
Oh, the Plant Plug. I said the Plant vegan plug.
She vegan, but her name the Plant Plug. Shout out to the Plant Plug. You feel me? And then if you want to tap in with me, support me or none of my shit, you feel me? blackcornman.com. Just buy something. We ain't, you ain't got to fucking send me no free shit. Buy you something. Fuck with the merch. Wear that shit and fucking tag me in it. And I got the rugs, the custom rugs on that motherfucker too. So blackcornman.com. Tap in.
Blackcornman.com. Hey, Blackcornman, you already know I appreciate you each and every time. We did two shows. We doubled it up on their ass, man.
Yeah, back to back in that bitch. You know what I mean?
Back to back in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So if you out there, make sure y'all share this shit. All right, Blackcornman.
All right, now.
That was my boy Blackcornman. Y'all already know how we do, man. You know, each and every day each and every Wednesday, you know, man, I'm saying we tapping in. It's 7:30 Eastern time, 4:30 Pacific time. You know what I'm saying? You know, I never go a show without saying free my boy Simba. Inshallah, my boy be home soon, man. He's a young rapper right now who is currently incarcerated, you know what I'm saying? And word through the grapevine is my man, you know what I'm saying, know 2 languages fluently, Arabic and Spanish, and he did not know neither prior to going in jail. And you know what I'm saying? So I think that's amazing. God is working with his life, and I prayed nothing but good things that happen to him once he is released. He's about to take over the music scene. So just remember this. I told you, Simba, I don't know, he might even change his rap name. I don't know. But right now, that's all I know is Simba. So make sure y'all tap in with him. Check out his YouTubes. You know what I'm saying? Simba 500 bars. That's my most favorite freestyle from the young king. But he gonna just take over the game. Make sure y'all follow me on my personal page. That's Big Homie Smiles 41 backup page. Make sure y'all follow my podcast page, 23 Savage _ Treetop Radio _ LA. I truly thank y'all. Thank you to the people tapping in on YouTube. Shout out to Mama AI, man. I appreciate you just being in the audience. And, you know, make sure y'all come tap in each and every Wednesday, 7:30 Eastern time, 4:30 specific time, man. God is always giving me topics. So when he speaks to me, I speak to the world. And y'all gonna see me on a national platform, you know, in a couple years. So me and Blackcornman got some big things coming up. I'm trying to do an NFT for TTRLA, you know what I'm saying? So if you out there, if you a business, if you a musician, if you're an entrepreneur, if you got something going on, tap in with me, man. I want to put you on my platform. I want to give you the opportunity to expand your audience or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So tap in with me, man. We're gonna end this joint on a commercial.
I don't know how to be no one else. Really, I'm just being myself. I just had and I just wanna be by myself. All alone in a cold cell. I used to sleep in a motel. Landlord kicked this out. Oh well, I know the street so well. So I used to shop at motels. I thought with that I had the post out. Then they locked me back up. Never thought they locked me back up. You came with solution with the black. This time I got back up. 25 on my head. I kept the number 1 and I.
But really, I'm alive, but I'm not. Yeah. Say, man, it's Treetop Radio LA.